Hi, I'm Lawrence. Welcome back to my channel. So I know I've been gone for a really long time. Sorry about that. I have plenty of things to say about what's going on here in China and all the interesting developments happening all around the world. But the past month or 2 months, I've really been spending almost all of my time focusing on writing this book, Mastering Mandarin, which is a book that is custom designed for expats. Anyone who wishes to be an expat one day or already is one, or really anyone that just wants some expert hacks to go from zero or an intermediate level to go to total fluency with maximum efficiency. So there's a lot of books on learning Chinese, right? There's books for I don't know, learning the first, few hundred characters, books for like survival Chinese. I have plenty of those books. And when I came to China 5 years ago, I just got this book, um, just a survival book, just learning some, pinyin, learning some, basic survival phrases. And I thought, okay, I have this little book. I'm gonna get some other books on characters, and I'll be fine. I'll pick it up. After being in China, it'll just come to me like osmosis, right? Um, Boy, was I wrong. So learning Chinese, it's really a journey, and it's not something that you can really pick up too much just by living here. Even like you're surrounded by it every day, and still there's so many foreigners out there who are like, well, I can communicate, with some basic Chinese. I could maybe order some food with some difficulty, but I can use some hand gestures and go like this and get around, get by. Um, if that's okay, if you're okay with just the real basics, then to just stop. This video is not for you. But hopefully that's not the case. So if you want to take your Chinese to the next level and you want to be able to communicate almost as well as you do in English in Chinese and have access to, over 1 billion people that you haven't had access to before, then I highly recommend that you take your studies seriously and pick the right book, the right courses and lessons for how you can, not just learn a few hundred characters, learn some survival phrases, but how to teach you how to study. So there's no real book out there. That's why I wrote my book. Is my friends are messaging me on WeChat and just like, hey, Lawrence, I see your Chinese getting better and better. I see some people are doing some news stories on you. And you're getting more popular because of your Chinese abilities. And they're like, how did you do it? How did you do it so quickly? And my Chinese is not perfect. There are plenty of people that have way better Chinese than I do living in China. I'm friends with a lot of people I really admire and speak to on a daily basis. And they are just, leaps and bounds ahead of me. But they've been doing this for many, many, many years, like 10 plus, years of study. I've only been studying Chinese for 3 years. And I think I found the ways that are most effective for how to learn quickly, what to do. So if you have like a Chinese teacher, they might say, okay, read this page, do your homework, do your workbook, like that, right? But they're not telling you what you need to do in addition to that kind of stuff. So there's so many things that I think are important, whether it's like what apps to use, what apps do you recommend? Are these apps worth paying for? How do I effectively spend my time? I don't have any time. Well, first of all, everyone has the same amount of time, right? Everyone has 24 hours in a day. And people like Elon Musk, they run multiple billion-dollar companies in one day. So if they can do that, you can effectively study a second language. So my book, Mastering Mandarin, it's released on Amazon, and it's for the Kindle version as well as paperback. And I'd like to show you just a little bit about it. So Okay, so here it is. Mastering Mandarin expert hacks for expats or anyone to fly from zero to fluency with maximum efficiency. Catchy subtitle, right? So in this book, what I do is I outline into 10 chapters, just different aspects of Chinese in a very succinct way that I think is important for you to know about so that you can study on your own and hopefully get some benefit out of the material from this book. So I start off, with my thanks to people who've helped me along the way, and very thankful for everyone who's helped me with my learning journey. Then I have my preface, which is just my story. How did I come to China? A lot of people ask me, they're like, why did you come to China? And what was that like? So I go into some of that here, just some personal stuff, but it might be similar to your story. It might be very different. And I talk about just my journey, starting my Chinese journey, and how I've progressed from, somebody who couldn't have a basic conversation, or was like an infant, like a deaf and dumb infant that couldn't speak. I was like worse than a toddler. And to go from that to somebody who is giving speeches in Chinese, who's conducting business in Chinese, and a lot's changed for me in the last few years. It's just been incredible. And so I share some of that here. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to go over parts of my book and kind of expand on it. So maybe you can pick up my book on Amazon. I think it's like $4.99 or something. It's totally worth it. And what I'd like to do with these videos is kind of go through step by step and expand on some things that maybe I didn't put in the book, or I'd like to ramble on about a little bit. And I think it would be quite useful if you have any interest in Chinese at all. So I'm going to stop here for now. And next video, we're going to talk some more about some problems that expats face learning Chinese. And I will see you soon. Till next time, stay safe.
Hi everybody, please follow our channel, like our video, and give us thumbs up for the YouTube. Thank you. See you next time. Bye.